look at me, man. People making fun of me all this time, and I've been fighting for 10 years. I've been waiting 10 years for today. Me and my corner man Tim over there talked about this, man. I was about to cry. I wanted to retire because I had this fight taken away from me twice, and it didn't feel like, when my manager communicated to me, it didn't feel like that they were ever gonna bring me back. And you know, I'm almost 30 years old. I got a 6-year-old daughter at home. I love you, Dorothy. I sacrificed so much in 10 years, man. Y'all will never know if you just because you're not me. My body, my life. I don't get to go out and hang out with my friends every night. I don't get to go do this, go do that. You know, I'm having to train 24/7, and then people make fun of me, try to discredit me. They're gonna say I'm lucky all over the internet after this, but Las Vegas is loving me right now. Like I said, it ain't luck, it's preparation. If I couldn't beat this guy with this game plan for 6 months, who was gonna do it? You get these other guys that look good, and they're like, oh, he's taking a step back in competition. And I thank him for taking it. I didn't think that I would even fight him because, you know, he probably did deserve a bump up. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm happy to be sitting here right now, healthy, unscathed, and I feel great, man. I'm blessed by God. If you don't know God, I recommend you get to church as soon as you can. I'm ecstatic right now. What, you guys want to ask me anything? Or I can just...
Recording in progress.
All right, we are now being joined by Ben Parrish. We'll begin with a few questions here in the room. Go ahead, Nolan.
Well, Ben, you kind of just touched on a lot of different emotions. I guess just
It's been a long year, man.
Yeah.
Really long. It's been even longer counting. I broke my leg in 2019, tib fracture, fighting Logan Woods. And then you have COVID and everything after that. And I work a job still, man, raise a kid. And if I can do this, anybody can do this, man. Anybody watching at home, if you're like, people try to make out like you can never hang doing this, man, you, like I said, for 10 years, I've been hearing the same exact conversations, the same exact talks, and all you got to do is get up, walk the walk, bite down on your mouth guard. Nobody's going to be mad at you for losing. Nobody ever remembers a loser if you remember correctly. Like because it's easy to forget. You're looking forward to the winner's next move, right? But nobody forgets a loss. Christian Edwards will bounce back way better than this, man. He's 22 years old. He's got the whole world in front of him, man. I know how much money he makes too, so he's sitting good. And I pray he's okay, you know.
And I heard you say a minute ago that you had considered maybe not fighting again. If this opportunity hadn't come up for a third time, would you have been done, do you think?
No, I wouldn't have fought again. I mean, it's hard, you know. It's really hard, physically, mentally, emotionally. I've lost relationships, friendships, you name it, man. Jobs, I've lost everything for this, and it feels good. I just live my dream, man. You know, what are you guys doing at home if you're not trying to live your dream? Mine's the only thing left for me to do is win a world title, and you know, that'd be the only thing I want to do. And anything else after this is like as many decibels to the right side of the comma, you know.
I heard you say, oh, people are making fun of me. Is that like internet trolls and stuff, people messaging
Yeah, and I
you?
love it. I hope every one of you watched that. You powered me back up. I feed off that like King Powers, number 55. I want you throwing stuff at me when I leave the arena. I want you to be pissed off. You know, hey, you get what you asked for. You just powered me up to win by knockout. You should have just kept your mouth shut.
And I also heard you say that you work another job. What do you do outside of fighting?
I work for Fastenal, baby. Industrial supply company. We're in the construction industry, you know what I mean?
So it's kind of your hope here that this, what happened tonight could, you know, fighting could become your full-time thing? Do you think you...
Maybe I'll let my management at First Round Management talk about that. Matt Wobble, Malky Kawa, Abraham Kawa, the best management company in the world. And I'll talk to my boss and stuff back home, man. I love my job, you know. I love working for Fastenal. It's a really good company.
For sure. And I mean, coming into this spot, right, you mentioned Vegas as well. You were a big underdog. I guess from...
Send the envelopes, Vegas. DM for address. I'll send location.
A lot of family and friends win some money on you tonight?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got more. I mean, I got a lot of people. I ain't got my phone right now, man, but I imagine it's vibrated all the way out of the bag it says.
And I got to ask you too. I mean, everybody isn't calling you Ben Parrish; they're calling you Big Tuna. Where does that nickname come from? Like, what's the origin of it?
Tony Big Tuna Accardo from I think he's from Boston, Mass. He's a mobster. My dad was a mobster. Runs in the family, man. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to ask too many more questions than that. Construction industry.
Absolutely incredible performance tonight. So
you.
with this win over Christian, he was ranked, so I assume that you will also be in those rankings.
Top 10 Ben, baby.
Top 10. So how does it feel to go from almost not fighting again to seeing your name most likely in the top 10 by when they
Man.
update?
My boy Tim right there, man. Look at him. He told me, when you feel like this, you talk to a lot of guys at the top. When you feel like this, that's when your breakthrough happens. He wasn't lying, man. He's telling the truth. I saw that glimmer when he said that to me. I was like, man, maybe he's right. At the same time, it's the mental struggle. I'm sure you guys hear about it from fighters all the time. I get in the ring, and I look across, and I'm like, man, this ring's kind of small. And then I look across, and he's like super big. And he's not the biggest guy I've fought either. Teddy Holder definitely takes that one. He's built like a deep freeze. Same height, but deep freeze whip. And I was like, man, he's finna just kick me and kick me and kick me. And I felt his first shot. And he kicked me with that oblique kick, and I didn't even feel it, man. Like, I got 55ers back home, like Ontario Gladney on the undercard, and Lodge Mitchell, they hit way harder than he did. And I ate it, and I was like, yep, hit me again and see what happens. And he stood there and clocked and told my boss, left hook over the top. What did I say? What happened?
And that's exactly what happened. So quick night at the office, obviously under a minute. You have a lot of people
like that.
talking. So I'm wondering, when do you want to ideally get back in the cage next?
Not sure. Talk to the management, talk to the company. I really would like to either come back fast or see the beginning of the year. Because, I've used all my vacation time at work for this. Moving forward, I've got birthdays, Christmas, holidays, and stuff. Like I said, it's been a long year, man. And like the training camp wasn't hard necessarily, but when you go through 3 of them back to back with no fight, and I had COVID and smack in the middle of that, and rehabbing all these injuries. Look at this. I don't want to look like, I don't want to be malicious here, like I'm trying to flip the camera off, but look at my middle fingers. You see this one and you see this one. You see how big this one is? I broke that like a couple weeks before I was supposed to fight him in May. I literally couldn't close my fist all the way. My knees are kind of jacked. I'm not going to go into too much on it, but like I'm okay though. I feel good. We'll see what happens on that. I'm sure that they'll try to match me with Polizzi or one of those guys. We'll see what happens.
Thank you very much. Congratulations again.
Thank you.